Hey everyone, this is Mr. Byer, and we are continuing the Middle Ages. Let's cover the South Carolina State Standards. The indicator. Explain the impact of global exchanges among world civilizations. Objectives. Students should be able to explain the role of the Holy Roman Empire in medieval Europe. Essential questions. What are the characteristics that define a culture? What are the characteristics of a leader? Guiding questions. How did Pope Leo III crown Charlemagne as emperor? What is the difference between the Holy Roman Empire and the Roman Empire? After the fall of the Roman Empire, a Germanic nation called Francia became the most powerful state in Europe. They settled in what is now France and Western Germany. In 496, King Clovis of the Franks accepted Catholic Christianity. Nearly all of the Franks became Catholic too. Centuries later, another leader, Charles Martel, defeated invading Muslims at the Battle of Tours in 732. This stopped the spread of Islam in Western Europe. Figures like him were the catalysts why Francia and much of Europe remained part of Christendom, or the Christian world. After Charles Martel died, his son, Pepin, became king of the Franks. After that, Pepin's son, Charles, became king. Charles won many battles against neighboring kingdoms. By 800, Charles' kingdom was an empire covering much of Western and Central Europe. He was called Charlemagne, which means Charles the Great. Over in the proto-dependent nation, land given to the Pope by the Franks, called the Papal States, was under attack by Pope Adrian's supporters. They wanted to remain independent in international affairs, but Pope Leo III disagreed with them. In retaliation, they hired assailants to blind Pope Leo III and disqualify him from the papacy by slicing his tongue out. However, they failed when he refuged outside the Papal States to Francia. The Roman Catholic Pope initially demanded help from the Greek-speaking Eastern Roman Empire, the Byzantine Empire. They refused because the Byzantines lacked resources and political capital. Last time the empire protected Rome was under Justinian I. The Byzantine Empire was dealing with political upheaval in Constantinople. Irene of Athens was in charge after the death of her husband. Patriarchal values embedded in medieval society rejected the idea of giving political power to women. It would be politically difficult for a pope to enthrone anyone who wasn't a man, let alone personally encourage it. Furthermore, why would the Byzantine Empire, who were Eastern Christians, help a pope who favors Western Christianity? The pope, who was already considered controversial for being pro-Frankish, turned to Charlemagne for help. Charlemagne successfully escorted Pope Leo III to safety and purged defectors who sought harm towards the papacy. Pope Leo's coronation made Charlemagne the new Roman emperor, thus transforming Francia into the Holy Roman Empire. This enraged the Byzantine Empire, who considered themselves Roman during and after the fall of Rome in 476. Pope Leo III made a tacit precedent where popes have the authority to crown men, Augustus, or emperors of the Roman Empire. Though Charlemagne had reservations giving the Pope such political influence over European affairs, he championed his duties as Augustus of the empire. Charlemagne was able to nearly double Francia's size by sending armies to neighboring kingdoms, taking over present-day Germany, France, Spain, and Italy. I apologize for the tangent, but here's a fun fact. The Papal States would eventually transform into the Holy See, or Vatican City. the smallest nation in the world as of 2021. All right, back to the point. Charlemagne used local officials to help him govern and raise armies. He started a school for children of government officials. Students studied religion, Latin, literature, and math. Charlemagne's personality held the empire together. King since the 760s, serving 32 years, he was emperor for more than 14 years, from 800 to 814. When Charlemagne died, his empire broke into separate kingdoms. Muslims, Magyars, and Vikings attacked these kingdoms in the mid 800s and 900s. In the year 911, a group of nobles tried to unite small territories in Germany by electing a king. Otto I was one of the strongest kings of Germany. He defeated the Magyars and freed the Pope from control of Roman nobles. To reward Otto, the Pope named him Roman Emperor in 962. In the 1100s and 1200s, Frederick I and his son II wanted to unify Germany and Italy under a strong central government. The popes feared emperors would control them, so they joined Italians to resist the unification. Though the Holy Roman Empire created a special relationship between Germans and Italians up to the 21st century, conflicts over unification would last up to the 1800s. So, in what way did the Holy Roman Empire change Europe?